Hello, welcome back to the Oracle Light Tarot. It's not a coincidence that you found this reading, that you are here with me now. We have the March 3rd total lunar eclipse coming in. Today is Sunday, March 1st. For some reason I thought it was still February, but it is March 1st. And as I was making coffee before I came down here, I was asking Spirit what is it? What do you want us to know? And immediately I feel like, what do you want to know? When I said that, what do you instead of asking like Spirit, what do you want to know? What do you want to know? What is it that you need to know right now? What do you know? I feel like it has some... Break it down. Break it down. You want something broken down for you? Okay. So there's like a cleaning. This is coming through. What is it that you want to know right now? Something about glacier. I don't know why. What is that coming through for? Attempt. Positivity. You're curious. Inheritance. See, redhead. Why? What is this, Spirit? What do you mean about this redhead thing? That's been coming up a lot lately for some reason. Just things about redheads in general have been coming up, like on the internet. We have a kitty. Cats too. Chess, not checkers. What's happening? TV. That's the first, I think, for that one to come through. This was gonna say thirsty. That's funny because I am very thirsty right now. We have self-worth. Let's get rid of that there. Lay down properly. It's kind of weird that he did that. I ripped off that like extra. Like that didn't need to be there. Didn't need it. Something about that. This was a yell it from the mountaintops. Don't skip. I feel like there's something that you're getting precisely like clear with, that you feel like you need to do. Point A, point B. Yeah, you crystal clear and repeat. Spiritual inheritance. We have inheritance twice. So it's your spiritual inheritance. Belongs to you. Against. Test. Interesting. With the chess, not checkers, I feel like so you're playing like the long game. And I noticed in chess, I think I was watching something about these two sisters. I think they were from Hungary. Or they're Hungarian. I don't know. But they went on to play these men. And they did so well, so great. They we're just very good at chess, but there's something about styles coming through, countries, because I know that like something about the opening move, okay, is coming through with that. Chess, not checkers. A certain style, they would say. I don't know what is that. So I feel like you could be like very highly skilled at something, whatever you're going through, and you could be choosing, or you're being very careful to get somewhere, or be strategic, not to repeat something again. Spirit says, don't stop believing. There's an inheritance coming, a spiritual inheritance, something that belongs to you. We have C right there in the middle. The curious energy. The redhead standing out is like being very, like you stand out. You're very special. I was seeing the other day on, I think it was, I don't know, Reels, Instagram Reels maybe, where they were talking about, I don't know if there's some kind of trend about when I have a redheaded patient, when I know I have a redheaded patient coming in, they for some reason. You could be the TV, you could be seeing, there could be a lot of things going on the television. The tell lies to your vision. Right? So maybe there's a need to be careful with that. There's a lot of things about cats coming through here. I'm thinking like, hello kitty, and then I see a kitty, I think reminding me of Hello Kitty right here. It disappeared. Oh. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Hello Kitty. Maybe there's a cat. Oh, okay. Well, there's a cat. Actually, that's been coming into my yard. He's a new cat that is fairly new, I guess, to my neighborhood. Maybe somebody moved in. He belongs to them, but he doesn't have a collar, and he wanders around the neighborhood, and he likes to hang out in my yard. For some reason, the neighborhood cats love to come to my yard. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, or does it say something about me? Because when I first moved here, there was this little cat who would come and visit me. When I first moved here, I noticed, because I would sit out on my steps and drink my coffee, and he would visit me. I have no clue why this is relevant for your reading. What was the name of the cat? It was such a sweet name, and I almost can't even remember. But he would visit me, and then his owners must have took him in the winter. But in the summer, he was out there. But he doesn't show up anymore. And then my neighbors have a cat who just, he doesn't really hang out in my yard, but he passes by, and there's a little trail from my boxwood bushes, and it looks like a little hobbit hole, but a little trail in my grass from the neighbor's cat, who makes his way across from one side of my house where he lives, the neighbor's house, and then he would make his way through the other side and through the bushes. I'm like going off on a tangent, right? Am I going off on a tangent? Because I'm like, as soon as I'm, as I'm saying this, I'm wondering, why am I, what is the point of this? Because as I'm remembering all this, I almost am not even getting, I feel like I'm not getting the usual inspiration, the usual aha, moments, why that's happening. Now my ear is ringing. And then there's another cat. I guess I'll just continue on. But there's another cat just recently who's new, and he comes and visits, and he also uses that little trail to the through the Hobbit hole into the boxwood bushes. But he was hanging out yesterday, hanging out under the tree on the leaves, and kind of taunting my dog through the window, and he just laid there relaxed, and my dog was like kind of panting and whining and annoyed that this cat was just lounging and very unafraid of him, just watching him laying there sunbathing underneath the tree. There's no leaves on the tree right now, so he's kind of sunbathing on the cushiony leaves. And yeah, just watching my dog through the window, like, what are you gonna do about it? Something about that, I don't know, coming through, but it kind of feels like distractions, because the TV laying there, and why? Spirit needs you to see something. There's something that you needed to see in order to get from point A to point B. Spirit doesn't want you to stop believing. Attempt chess, not checkers. So there's something about the long game and strategy. Those girls, those chess players, they practice. Their dad did something, their father did something different. He pulled them out of school. He homeschooled them, and for 8 hours a day they practiced chess. It's just absolutely, to me, it just seems like craziness, but he wanted to prove something, I guess, and make them very winners, I guess, champions, I guess, so that he had them working at it, and they did. They went on. They actually had to, for some reason, because I don't know if it was because they were female or just the country that they were from, they weren't allowing them, their own country wasn't allowing them to leave. This is on Netflix, I forget, there's a documentary about it. But eventually their country allowed them to leave and play in other countries, other tournaments, because they were so good. But there's something about positivity, to stay positive here, stay curious, see your self-worth, and not to stop believing that there's a repeat going on that's going against something, and it's testing you. There's also this needing to clear or cleanse, I feel like. But there's an inheritance coming. I feel like not only money, but spiritual inheritance of something that you're gaining here. Let's pull some charms. What is it, Spirit? What is it that they want to know, or that they need to know right now? What is? I just saw that I love my cat charm. What do you want them to know, Spirit? The Tower. It's like foundations are being built right now. You're reaching a higher state. This is like the Harry Potter symbol. It's like the cloak of invisibility and the Elder's Wand. There was something else with that. Oh, look, we went straight to it. Fehu. Domestic cattle, wealth, possessions won or earned. So you're earning something. Income, luck, abundance, financial strength in the present or near future. This is a sign of hope and plenty, success and happiness, social success, energy, foresight, fertility, creation, destruction. Awesome. So this is like the keep going. The scissors seems to be representing like cutting off. They look like the scissors you would use to cut your hair. So you could be thinking about cutting your hair. Or just removing some kind of like dead end, right? Something that's no longer working for you. We have this little tiny angel here. A tiny angel. We have music, notes, and looks like a turtle. Being on the sea, it just says, it reminds me of sea turtle. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. It's giving like Nemo. Someone could be searching, trying to find someone or to find something, find your way through. Lost and found energy coming through. Also protective energy coming through. You are protected. And like that turtle, how they go within their shell. So something about going within when you need to is a form of protection. Also, but the Harry Potter thing, it's the invisibility cloak. Okay, so sometimes you might need to go invisible for a while, right? And then, I don't know, Lord of the Rings is coming through. Is it because I said the Hobbit hole? I don't know. The Shire. What is that? Are you Irish? I have no clue. What's going on? Oh, March. Irish. Isn't St. Patrick's Day in March? Yeah, so luck. A home for somebody. A place to put your stockings, I'm hearing. To hang your stockings. A place to hang my stockings. I don't know why that's going to be good. Something about a mouse. Or mice. Or a love note. Sitting quietly with Spirit helps you find the wisdom you need. Spirit speaks in silence. Looks like we could zoom in here for you guys. Speaks in silence. Maybe you've been getting a little more quiet and allowing Spirit to show you. Yeah, we have guardian armor. Create healthy boundaries and guard against doubt and fear. I hold my sacred space. Yes, that's what Spirit's saying. Like to protect your energy. It could be being more silent, protecting yourself, protecting your peace, your energy. Between worlds. Work with Spirit to heal blocks and uncover deeper truths. Spirit is my true source. Yeah. Transform limits. Allow Spirit to take away doubts, fears, attachments. Yeah, to take away, right? That little piece that we took away. I change my life with ease. Let me read that again. Transform limits. Oh, allow Spirit to take away doubts, fears, and attachments. I change my life with ease. Yeah, so you're attempting something. And you are removing, right? When I remove that piece, right? Because it says allow spirit to take away doubts and fears. So it's from the self-worth here. Self-worth. Allow spirit to take away doubts and fears and attachments because of your self-worth. There's a missing piece, okay? On thirsty, it's the why. It's like it's partly there but not fully there. Okay, because this is supposed to say thirsty and it's missing the why. So and then this is also missing something, so it's not a coincidence. It says this would have said fully if the other piece was there. I'm gonna have to remove these and rewrite them because this has been happening a lot. But yell it from, it was supposed to say, there's a crow that's just cawing when it went through. Yell it from the mountain tops. That's what it's supposed to say. It just says yell it, the M tops. So from and mountain is missing. So there's like a few things missing, right? So your why, part of your why is missing. Okay. So maybe there's something specific that you're trying to bring about, right? It could be this inheritance, it could be money, could be some kind of spiritual inheritance here. Or you're attempting something, right? To bring about, maybe. And Spirit is my true source. There's a shield here. It's just catching my attention, the shield. There's something about books or a bookstore or something. Somebody's going to find something in a bookstore. There's, yeah, like the redhead is coming through now as like someone who's able to withstand, like, I think because there was this trend coming through with the doctors, and they would have to take out extra pain medicine or something like that, right? Or I don't know, for surgery or for, I don't know, or when they put them to sleep, because it doesn't work on them. Or they need more than the average. Something like that. I almost feel like somebody could have created some kind of, with the shield coming through also, some kind of, barrier or things like you've protected yourself so well, okay, in some way, so well in some way, how you're able to go within. And there's something about that comfort. I don't know what Spirit's trying to say with that. I don't want to say like that's a bad thing or a good thing, but I'm just being shown. This fell off the ground. Hold on. Golden map. When you align your desires with Spirit's plan, you are truly blessed. I fulfill my true purpose. So something was off the table, right? It fell up to the ground. When you align your desire with Spirit's plan. Okay. So, yeah, allowing yourself to be guided. I'm just being recalled to the cat, the kitty, with the cat laying there, unafraid, not listening to the dog who could I'm a wanderer, around, around. What is that? I'm a wanderer, go around. What song is that coming through? Alright guys, hold on, let me find it. The song is The Wanderer by the Belmonts. It's a 1961 song. That's so random. Coming through, and we do have the music note here, so okay, so there's something about the song to pay attention to, but he says, I'm the type of guy that likes to roam around. I'm never in one place. I roam from town to town. So he's a wanderer, and he's also talking about how he's not ever with just one girl. He just roams, goes from girl to girl or town to town. I'm a wanderer, oh, wanderer, I roam around. Yeah, so there's something about that. So maybe your mind kind of like gets lost and it wanders. You forget your why. Yeah, so it's like being more strategic with the point A to point B, so it's saying. And I think what this is, because what this is telling you, and we're gonna remove this too. I feel like annoyed by this now. I feel like I need to remove it. So it's removing the blank. So it's getting like very strategic, right? Very strategic and clear. Because it says you're between worlds. Work with Spirit to heal blocks. Yeah, the block. That's what I was wondering why. And uncover deeper truth. Spirit is my true source. I hold my sacred space. Create healthy boundaries and guard against doubt and fear. So like you could be wandering for a reason. Why are you wandering all the time? Maybe because it's hard to sit in silence, or because your answers are going to be revealed to you. You'll get more clarity. You'll find your why when you sit with it, right? And then you allow Spirit to take away any of the doubts, the fears, attachments, and then it becomes easier. It says, I changed my life with ease. And you're going to fulfill what it is you decided you were going to create. When you align your desire with Spirit's plan, you are truly blessed. And the Spirit has a plan for you. I feel like you have a plan for yourself also, but I think the wandering seems to come through because you don't know your why. So you're looking for, it's like this curious energy. And so you continue to look for more. But what is this redhead? I just heard the words like a glutton for punishment. Like, I guess you're able to handle more than most, I guess. The Spirit's saying allow yourself to go within. And there's something about blocking out this outside world so you can gain clarity and not allow yourself to get distracted, right? So the answers can be revealed. The Spirit wants you to get very clear with your why so that things can happen for you faster or more strategic. So you could wonder why some things show up in different forms, and not quite exactly what you were maybe not. It's, I don't think expects the word. Not exactly how you plan them to. And Spirit's saying you need to get a little more strategic and focused. Okay, there's something about that coming through. And I think we've definitely gone past 20 minutes. So I'm going to leave you with that. Actually, I don't know why Spirit is like drawing me to this, but I'm going to pull a few more things for you from here. And I guess I just have a little more for you. We have the number 5. So something about May or the 5th coming through. And 3. Yes, the 3rd, which is the lunar eclipse, March 3rd. Coming through. And March. Right, January, February, March. The 3rd. The 5th of March. Whoa, did you see that? How did I turn that like that? The 3rd. The 5th of March. It was a 5, right? Pretty sure it was a 5. Okay, no, I don't think there's anything else for you in there. But, yeah, I guess those wanted to come out. And this song coming through. Hold on for one more day. So something like that coming through. Maybe there's something you want to do for 5 days or 3 days. That, yeah, like the redhead is coming through as like a tolerance of I don't know, a tolerance. I feel like it's your tolerance to focus on whatever it is. This feels like manifesting. So a tolerance that you have spiritually or in your mind, physically, maybe, like, oh, it feels more spiritual. Yeah, like mentally, like your mental spiritual focus. So I feel like you're able to go places others aren't able to reach. Yeah, and you're attempting to do something with it. So you might even want to journal. I didn't even mention that. You might want to journal about this for the next few days. What Spirit could be revealing to you. Or what you're choosing to remove here. Because it just feels like with the March 3rd, there's like a cleansing or a clearing type energy definitely coming through. And I said I was going to leave, but I am going to leave. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you choose to come back again. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe.